All right, we've got another day of Arabesque to practice. So let's get right into it, starting with a warm-up of scales and arpeggios. Let's start up here. Actually, no, we're gonna go down. All right. Okay. Okay, let's get into it. Do a quick run through. that we're getting into right now. I did that out of order. And this is the really new stuff. I played something wrong. Okay, so what is this? That's an E and a G sharp, the F sharp and a B. This is yesterday's material right here. This is his right hand. Okay, let's slow this down. To G sharp, C sharp, F sharp, to B. This is all new stuff. Okay, so let's do some repetitions. Just repeat stuff. Left hand. repeat certain sections that need more work. Let's do that one again. Actually, I went up too far. Okay, one more time with the left hand. That's a weird one. Let me make sure I have that right. What is that? It's a... Okay, yeah. I think we're gonna be good for now on the really like the old stuff that's new. If that makes sense. Where are we on time, by the way? I need to make sure. 12. Right? 12? Yeah. Okay. So right after the key change, we're gonna work more on that. That's an A and a D. Okay. Right hand. That's such an interesting bit. What is that? What are we going into there? We'll find out eventually. Okay. Let's do that again. So it's a D, G sharp, C sharp, F sharp, B. Okay. That's the starting note in each of these little arpeggios. this is some weird. Okay, so what I'm thinking right now, the first one, those three notes. This is D major. That's a G sharp diminished, and it goes into a C sharp minor, into an F sharp minor, into a B minor. So there's some diminished in there. Okay, so it's not like you're just repeating the same thing with different keys. That's just something I wanted to make a mental note of. Anyways, let's do it one more time. I did it all the way through. Decent speed, minimal mistakes. Okay, so that's nice. Let's throw the left hand in there because there's very little with the left hand going on at the same time. It's an F sharp. No, that's an F sharp. A B, D. So from a B octave to an inversion of B minor with an open, not open, but it's something B related up there. That's gonna be fun to get into. Let's do this arpeggio musical phrase right here. Let's just annotate that little bit too. That's a 1-5. And 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. That's B to B minor. Nice. So let's backtrack a little bit and go over the stuff we've already learned a little bit. Left hand, let's do that one. Oh, I skipped one. That's some good stuff. We almost went through the entire third page so far, so let's see how much time we have left. In the next 8 minutes, we're gonna annotate the rest of this page, just so that we can say we got through the whole third page. And then from there, it's just repetition, repetition, repetition. Left hand's gonna be a lot easier to do here because there's just less going on. D octave, B, B minor. E, so 1, 5. That's an E. Yeah, A. Just whatever. 1, 5. That's an E. Yeah, that's an E. So what are we gonna do with you? Where are we going with that? C, B, D, E. C, D, E, F. Okay. Oh, they're throwing a little bass clef up there on the top half. So make a note of that. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay, so we're doing a bunch of octaves and whatever. A, right? We're doing a bunch of that, and then play just a single E in the left hand, so that when the very next thing happens, which leads right into the right hand because they had the bass clef switch to the top. That means the left hand is going to start a musical phrase that ends up the rest of it being in the right hand. Right? No. Right? No. Because there's also stuff going on the right hand too. I need to figure that out in a bit, but it's more complicated, so I don't want to. So that's it. That's an E right there. Just a little E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy enough. And then where do we go back to? So that's F. Yeah, F. It's a low F. Because we're in the key of A major. That's the very same thing as measure 44, 45, 47. Yeah. And then in 51 and 47 it's the same thing. Okay. Sounds familiar. That's a big jump. Fortunately, we have a 1 rest to get there. So again, we're going to do, let's just write what that note is right there. So that's an F sharp. So that way there's no guesswork there. F sharp, F sharp. It's a 1 and a 2. Same thing. Look at that. How about that? E minor. Let's figure out how we're going to do the right hand in this bit, though. I see some repetition going on here, so let's make sure there's no differences. So far it's all the same. This might be very easy to annotate for the most part because it's just repeating what we already did. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to say is we're going to write the word repeat. And then we're just going to write the starting note for each of these little arpeggios. And then the bottom note and the top note, that's what I'm going to do. The bottom note in the arpeggio and the top note in the arpeggio. C sharp, G sharp to F sharp. Down to C sharp again. To B, to F sharp, to E, to B, to A. Cool. Now, the only thing I need to do is right after this, I need to figure out what to do in that measure and a half. Because there's a little bit of confusion. I think it's going to be a lot of hand position changes rather than convoluted fingering to make it work. What are you? What are you? 1, 3, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 5. But that's pretty obvious. With a 4. 2, 5, 4. And then F sharp and a D, and a G sharp. So it's gonna look like this. 1, 3, 5, and a 4. And then okay. 4, 3, 2. Oh boy, that's gonna be a jump. So let's make sure everything ahead of that is good. So they want me to squeeze my hand with that? So that one needs to be free. That thumb needs to be free. So we're gonna end up on a 2 right there. So 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're working backwards at the end of measure 50. 4, 5, 1. Let's just change that 1 to a 2 right there for the A. Right? Is that right? Yeah. Okay. It's D. there. 4, 3, 2. Right, so let's see. Okay, that works. It's gonna be quick, but that's just gonna be a repetition practice thing. And it looks like at the very bottom of the page, it's going to repeat that with one slight change. So. We get there, and it's going to be the same thing first. Let's see what's on the next page. What? No, that's a beat. Oh, okay, so it's just gonna repeat. So we don't need to worry about fingering too much. So 1, 2, 5 again. And 4, 3, 4. Yeah. 4, 3, 4. Okay, so we've annotated all of the third page. Let's check out the time. All right, that was way over. But we're good, we're done. It's a good practice session.